Johanna Burkhardt here, the Soul Shaman. For those of you that are new to me, I am an angelic and galactic channel and a bridge of consciousness, helping those who are waking up ascend to go from where you are right now to where you desire to be. And a lot of you who are followers of me, a lot of you who are finding me are empaths, highly sensitive beings who tend to unconsciously absorb and take on collective energies and those that are around us. We take that energy on as our own. It's actually one of the number one things that people ask me. How do I manage my energy? How do I not become drained or over emotional or reactive? How do I handle the ascension energy that's coming down, especially during these times where we are going through a quickening? So I have compiled my top 10 ways to manage your frequency, aka your energy, as an empath. Number 10. These are going to sound super easy, but I promise you, if you add them into your life, you are going to see a dramatic change. So number 10 is eat clean. Now, this doesn't mean you have to eat perfectly. Listen, we're here to have a human experience. If you want to have a slice of pizza, have a slice of pizza. But it's about balance. Eating clean is about cutting out the processed foods. It's about eating the way that feels good to you. What feels good in your body when you eat it? And if you don't know, take some time to really feel into what you're about to eat. Ask yourself, if I eat this, what will it feel like in my body? Allow yourself to feel light, not heavy and dense. And food is energy. It is your fuel. What are you fueling yourself with? Number 9, move your body. You got to move it, move it. You got to move it, move it. Dance, go for walks, do some yoga, whatever it is that you need to do. Kickboxing, it doesn't matter. Move your body. 4 days a week, I practice Kundalini yoga. There are days in the beginning that I was screaming and cussing at the TV. But you know what? I needed to move my energy. I needed to move it physically through my body. I knew that if I could get through that 20 or 30-minute workout every day, that I would feel so much lighter, so much fresher. It's not about toning my body. It's not about losing weight. It's about moving the energy through my being. Number 8, kind of general, but I'm going to go in a little bit of detail. Self-care. Come on. Self-care, people. There is a reason why when you get on a plane, they say put on your oxygen mask first. You cannot serve anyone else if you are depleted, if you are empty. I make no secret about my self-care routine. I take my time in the morning. I take my Kundalini yoga class. I do it at home on a DVD. I spend time outside, at least 10 minutes, just breathing in nature, just feeling Mother Earth's energy, just being grateful for every little thing. And most days after that, I take a 10 or 15-minute salt bath. Now, you don't have to do that extensive of a routine, but you do need to find things every day that fill your cup up completely. You are doing a disservice to everyone you come in contact if you don't allow yourself to be filled up completely. So you have my permission, not that you needed it. Self-care is a priority. Okay, number 7, grounding. I could do a whole nother video on what grounding really is, but grounding is about connecting back to you, about bringing all your energy into your physical body. This body is a vehicle for your light, for your energy. It is a vehicle for your light body. So we need to ground into it. We need to remember why we chose to come and have this experience. We do that by connecting back to us, to our higher self. So going outside, walking in nature, meditating without a guided meditation, just tuning in to your own heartbeat, to your own breath, placing your bare feet on the ground, that earthly connection, feeling that vibration, that is grounding, bringing all the parts and pieces of you back inside of you. Number 6, supplements. It's another thing people ask me all the time. What do you take? What is your regimen? So here is the supplements that I take, and there will be a link in the description to my blog and to the supplements that I take. My very favorites, I actually take quite a lot of supplements, but I also don't eat a lot of physical food anymore. I'm more of a liquid diet. Again, another topic. But here are the things that I take on a regular. So selenium. Selenium is a great supplement for energy workers, for empaths, because it really helps on a cellular level. I will say I would recommend taking vitamin E with it, but it really does help that flow of oxygenation and blood in every cell of your being. So selenium is a really great supplement for that. Again, in conjunction with vitamin E. We really have some cool lights going on right now. And I have my lighting set up so that there wasn't having this interference. So I really am letting you know this because it really is the galactic presence that is surrounding me right now. I feel like I am wrapped in a rainbow body at this moment in time. So I had to stop and let you guys know that because it's undeniable at this moment in time. Okay, where was I? Another supplement that I take every day is magnesium. Of course, you can get this in your salt bath, but I also take it in a pill form every day. Magnesium is really great for clearing out our pores, for allowing flow of our energy, for decreasing inflammation, and really allowing things to be broken down, okay? Ashwagandha. I take this in liquid form. I find that it works best that way. If you are someone who is either new to waking up or you've been in this business for a little while, you've been in that spiritual oneness space, you know that sometimes if we are holding on to too much that isn't serving us, too much energy that is not ours or that is ours that is begging for us to break down, we can begin to lose our hair. We can begin to feel like we have thyroid imbalances. We can begin to take on weight. We can begin to feel like we have adrenal failure where we're constantly in exhaustion. And this is really our lymphatic system, among other things that are really just needing to be cleared out. And ashwagandha really helps to bring a sense of calm over ourselves, to really calm our feelers and really bring us back into that sacred space within us. It's really an awesome supplement for just helping to keep that regulation, that flow of our adrenal glands and our lymphatic system. So ashwagandha is an awesome supplement. Literally, if you take anything away from this, magnesium and ashwagandha are the two things that really need to be on a regular basis. I take 2 dropperfuls, one in the morning and one at night with just a little bit of water. It's fabulous. It's even safe for your children if you have empathic children. With any supplements, though, I am not a doctor. I am someone who is just an energy practitioner, and this is what has worked for me. So take it with a grain of salt. Try these supplements for 30 days and see what difference they bring for you. Maybe there's one that works really great. Maybe it's all of them. You're the only one who's going to be able to decide that. Okay, back on track. Number 5, detachment from anything that is toxic, any fear-based media, the news. I unfollowed all of my news media outlets online. I only tune in for like weather, things like that. I don't follow and get sucked into the toxicity that the news media can sometimes bring. Now, this isn't just news media, okay? There's a lot of toxic people online. There's a lot of toxic relationships we have in our life. And it's really allowing ourselves to have permission to say, we don't want to have that in our life. We get to choose who we allow in our energy field. And if someone is not of highest service to you, if someone is draining to your energy, if someone it is really being codependent or abusing your boundaries, then you need to make a conscious choice if that's somebody that you want to continue to have in your life, because it is a choice that you make, nobody else. So detaching from things in your life that are toxic. And it's really important to start with the basics of just cutting out the scary movies, cutting out the news media and things like that. Okay. Okay. Number 4, reduce your stimulants. This is a hard one for me. I had to go to half calf because I am a major coffee drinker. But think about it. If you're already highly sensitive, if you're already empathic and very susceptible to the energy, what is a stimulant going to do? It's really going to ramp that up, right? So we really have to be discerning about our processed sugars, okay, our unnatural sugars that we don't need to be taking, our caffeine, and our alcohol, okay? We really need to be, even some prescription medications, but obviously you need to do what you need to do. So be discerning and feel into what's right for you. And go slow and start slowly removing things from your diet. Add more lemon water in, something that is alkaline, something that's really going to help your energy process, okay? And cut out the stimulants, the sugar, the caffeine, and the alcohol. If you don't cut them out completely, I highly suggest reducing them greatly. It will make a huge difference in your energy. Number 3, discern. Discern what energy is yours and someone else's. So how do you do this? Again, this is a whole nother video, but I'm going to give you the very basics. If you don't understand how you feel alone by yourself, I highly suggest when you are meditating, when you are grounding, that you do it in a space where it's quiet and nobody else is around, allowing you that time to feel into what your energy feels like. And I can almost guarantee you that it will be calm, cool, and collected. You will be in that centered space. And the moment you go out and inject yourself into public or get around a bunch of other people, you can see when all of a sudden you start having these mood swings. All of a sudden you feel your energy elevate really quickly. You get super excited or high almost, or you get to that super low emotional place, even angry, right? Think about road rage. We take these huge swings. And a lot of times people say, well, how do I know if it's mine or someone else's? Easy. You ask. You tune into yourself and say, is this mine? Like, do I have a reason to be angry right now? Do I have a reason to be over emotional? Do I have a reason to be this way? And even if you do, you are the commander of your ship. You are the one driving this physical body. You get to choose who boards and who doesn't. And you can tell this energy at any time, get out of my body. This is not mine. It is not serving. Get out. And if it is yours, if you ask and you hear, oh, this is yours. This is something you need to deal with. This is one of your fears. This is one of your insecurities. Fabulous. Be super grateful. Be like, wow, okay, what is this trying to show me? So that you can take that nugget and you can integrate it and you can let go of the rest of that heavy, dense energy. It's a fabulous opportunity to shift and be super discerning of whose energy is coming aboard your ship. You are the commander. Don't forget it. Number 2, boundaries. Listen, I will never tell anybody anymore to energy protect themselves. I used to teach that in the beginning, and I don't teach that anymore because we don't want to put ourselves in a box. We don't need to protect our energy, but we do need to have boundaries. And that's a big difference. It's like an energetic fencing that's malleable. Okay. It allows energy to come in, it allows that frequency to reach you, but it's very discerning, those boundaries. It allows us to open up our awareness and feel when something is coming in that isn't ours or isn't serving. It allows us to have compassion, not empathy. It allows us to see what someone else is going through or seeing something that we're observing and watching and knowing that we can have compassion and understand what they're going through without embodying that frequency, without embodying that motion. It doesn't make you any better of a person to cry with somebody or to get angry when someone else is angry. I have been called cold-hearted. I have been called distant, but that's okay. Those aren't my truths. That's not the real thing. That's what they're perceiving because I am choosing to stay inside of my boundaries and not allow that toxic frequency to come in. I don't need to take on someone else's pain to make them, to make myself a better friend or even a better metaphysical teacher, energy practitioner. And it still happens from time to time, right? Because we're human. We're not going to be constantly in that infinite awareness. But when we use all of these practices combined, those boundaries really help because then all of a sudden we're in awareness that we have now taken on something that isn't ours and we can tell it to leave. But having those boundaries. So one of the things you can do that isn't energy protection, but it is framework to set up your energetic fencing is before you go out of the house, right? Before you get on a call with a client, before you do any of those things, you can call back all of your energy. You can bring it down into your heart center or solar plexus. And you can really ask your aura to come in 2 feet to 2 inches, depending on how you're feeling that day, off of your body, side to side, top to bottom. See it as like an egg almost, very tightly secure around your body. And then place a violet flame or a violet ray around your aura. And ask that this malleable energetic fence help you discern against toxic or heavy, dense energies. Almost like giving you a signal saying, that's not yours. You can take a breath here and have compassion and not empathy. Another, I wasn't going to share this, but Archangel Metatron is with us. And I've actually channeled him on transmutation for children. And one of the things that he always says is be the cloud, right? What does a cloud do? It allows you to move right through it. You can, when it falls to the ground, it turns into fog and our vehicle goes right through it. Sometimes it can appear to be a solid, but it's not. And so that energy that's coming at us, if we constantly allow ourselves to be the cloud, to allow it, not block it, allow it to move through us, then it's not going to stick to us. All right? So you can do either one of those practices and just allow yourself to be super discerning of your own boundaries and who you allow to penetrate your aura and not to. Number 1, I've been saying it already, but I'm going to say it again. You are the commander of your ship. You're in charge of your energy. At the end of the day, there's no one else to blame. You're the one who gets to decide who boards and who doesn't. You're the one who gets to decide how much energy you hold, how much weight you're going to carry. Whether this is old wounds that aren't serving or something you picked up at the grocery store. See that energy as bricks. What is not serving, see it as heavy, dense energy weighing you down. At any time, you get to choose to take that brick and to take a look at it and decide if it's ready to be broken down and digested. Our bodies are wanting us to open, to expand. We are not our mind. We are not our body. This is a vehicle for our light. And anytime there's heavy, dense energies that we are holding on to that are not serving, think about it as your pipe and just filled with sludge. It makes things hard to move through. So a lot of times when we have these high energy events with this ascension energy coming down, or when we have solar flares or any of those things, and we feel that intenseness, it's because it's hitting resistance. We have pipe cloggage. We have to open up our our light body. We need to open up our central column. And we do that by letting go, by surrendering, by saying, I see this brick. I know what it represents. I know the story that it holds. And I won't forget that. But I choose not to weigh myself down anymore. I choose to set this down. Thank you for joining me for my top 10 ways to manage your frequency, aka your energy. Please like, share, and subscribe. And I will see you next time.